Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Fresh Friday. I hope everyone is doing well. I personally am doing great. It was a great Friday, another good week. I'm very thankful for all this. I don't have any particular subject to talk about. Like I said, it was just another week. These weeks are flying by. I finally had my 3 month or my 90-day work evaluation, which I'm way past that. I'm almost at 5 months now. I'm at 4.5 months into this job. Um, but yeah, I got my supervisor and my boss. They sat me down in their office and was just talking over things about how I'm doing and blah blah blah. And yeah, it's been good. I mean, 4.5 months at this job. Besides the week of vacation I missed, which I don't really consider. I only missed one day. It was last Friday. I Any job I've been at, I've always had pretty good attendance, and it's not because I love the jobs I work at or anything like that. It's more like I've always been scared to call off. I always get scared to like tell my boss at any job like, hey, I'm not coming in today, because I just sit there and think like, damn, I know they're judging me. I know it's a sour taste in everyone's mouth, and I don't know. I've just never been good at calling off work. But yeah, it was good. I'm getting a raise, but I don't even know how much I am getting. All I know is I told them, I'd be happy with whatever they want to give me. I've been working really good. I've been working really hard, and they see that, they know that, and they had nothing bad to say. So I really hope it's a pretty decent raise. I'm not expecting like a $5-10 raise, obviously, but I hope it's something a little nice. It all goes a long ways, and that's one thing I've always thought was crazy is even if it's a even if it's like a 25-50 cent raise, that adds up. A 50 cent raise, that's an extra $20 a week on a 40-hour work week. That's before tax and whatnot, but that adds up. You put $20 away for a whole year, and you put $20 away every week for a whole year, and you'll be able to treat yourself to something nice, treat your family to something nice. Blah blah blah. It just depends how you look at it. Uh, Money, I've always been very very good with money. I've always been maybe not financially stable, but I've always been good with knowing what I can and can't buy, what I can and can't afford, that kind of thing. I'm the type of person where I don't really buy things unless I know I'll either use it or I need it. Um, so that's really helped me in life. I always consider myself stingy. Some of my friends say, "Oh, you're just smart with money," and to some people, they might see me as smart with money, but to myself, I see it as I'm just really stingy and I just don't like spending money. I literally still wear the same pair of shoes that I've had, I think, since my like sophomore year in high school. They're still in pretty good condition too, and stuff like that. So I don't know, but that's what always is crazy about life is it doesn't matter how much money you make. You could hand me $1 million right now, and it would change my life more than anyone could ever imagine. I would make really good investments with $1 million. But then you could hand, I don't know, my neighbor $1 million, and that might last them a year, 2 years, 3 years, and then they're back to their shitty job or something like that. I'm not saying my neighbors have a shitty job or anything like that. I'm just making up a scenario. That's like I've always been so amazed with, especially like sports players. They'll sign like $100 million contract, and then 10 years later, they're filing bankruptcy, and they're literally back on the streets working at like a local gas station or something. Like, it's crazy. I've never understood how people can be like, "Oh yeah, I have this much money. Let me go spend 90% of it on stuff I don't need." Like when people own a 20 room house, like literally a mansion with a fucking pool, basketball court, football field, like everything you could imagine in the house. And they have like a 20 car garage. It's all filled with, $250,000 cars. You should treat yourself 100%. That's always been my view on it is you should 100% treat yourself, but if you're going to treat yourself, make sure what you're treating yourself to is worth it. I always think of like when I go to buy like a game or maybe a pair of shoes or something like that, I'm like, okay, these shoes are $60, so that meant I worked like, how many hours to get to buy this? Is it worth that many hours I worked? That's what I've always done to ask myself if what I'm buying is worth it. And I feel like that's a good thing, like a great way to look at it. Like, oh, I'm gonna go buy this new iPhone. Did I really work 40 hours to get this brand new phone? No, I don't think it's really worth it. Then don't buy it. But I don't know. I'm no financial expert. I don't ever claim to be. I'm obviously very flawed with my own financial decisions. I'm not perfect. No one is. But if you're watching this, I really hope you make good financial decisions. Decisions. Jeez. And I hope everyone in here proceeds to maybe not be wealthy. I hope everyone gets wealthy, but to at least be comfortable. It's crazy how financial burdens can really tear people apart. I mean, countless marriages have been ruined by finances, people's lives just in general by finances. Like, so it's always sad to see like someone who's like literally in their 70s still working at like a Walmart or something like that because they need money. Like, that's sad. I hope to God I'm never in that position. I hope no one watching this is ever in that position. I hope everyone is able to retire nice and young and still enjoy life. And yeah, I just hope everyone's comfortable. Let me know in the comments how you are with your spending. Don't tell me how much you make or anything like that. I'm not trying to get personal. I just want to know, what are your thoughts on financial decisions? What do you think of when you go to buy things? Do you think of the wants? Do you think of the needs? A little bit of both. But enough rambling about that. Tomorrow is Saturday, and I'm really excited because we are going to Cedar Point, and we're taking our little one, who just turned 4 recently. So she's not like obviously big enough to do most things there, but there are some things she can do. And it's Halloween weekend, the first weekend for that, so I'm really excited to see how she reacts. She gets really excited about the smallest things. So I think she's gonna have a blast. When we were in Missouri, there's a ride kind of like the Gemini, and for people who don't know what that is, it basically just like slowly goes up and then shoots down. She's watching this ride for like 30 minutes. She wanted on it so bad. She just obviously wasn't big enough, but I think she'll be a little thrill seeker when she gets older. I'm really looking forward to that. My daughter is like one of my best friends, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. If you're watching this and you're young, don't have kids until you're ready. I was not ready when I had a kid, but it worked out great because I'm very happy. And when my daughter graduates, and when she's 18, 17, 18, maybe 19, however old she will be when she graduates, I will be like 38, 39 years old, which is still young enough to, be there in their life. I always feel bad when like my friends are like, yeah, I'm 20 years old, my parents are 60. Like, ugh, that's rough. I feel like that'd be rough. It's nice to have young parents, but at the same time, don't have kids until you're ready. And some people might never be ready, and that's okay. Don't ever feel like you have to have kids. It's not meant for everyone. And if it's, if having kids aren't meant for you, then don't do it. I've never understand how so many like shitty people out there go have kids for financial reasons, or they'll have a kid for any reason besides wanting to be a parent, and then they become a shitty parent, and that kid grows up to just repeat the cycle, and the cycle never ends. And I don't know. I wish more people would try to break the cycle, the way they were raised, and treat their own kids better and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen. And the wrong people always reproduce, and that might sound mean, but it's true. We all know people who shouldn't have kids, but they do. And it's always a mess when it comes to kids. But this video is ready at like 9 minutes. I rambled on long enough about the most random shit. I went from speaking finances to Cedar Point to having kids. But that's what these videos are about. Nothing special. So if you made it this far, I greatly appreciate you, and I love you. Thank you so much. I hope everyone proceeds to have a good day and a great weekend. And if things aren't going good, like I always say, keep your head up. Keep pushing. I promise things will get better. And if you ever need someone to talk to, reach out to me if you can, in the comments or in any way. Reach out to someone. Just know doing bad things to yourself or others is never the way. I promise things will get better. And until next time.